Why every time I get ready to record a podcast, my fucking computer is always dead?
It's on dead.
Every time.
Rain.
Hand me a charger. Well, can you plug it up? Good morning, everybody. I am jumping on here for a quick second because I had a lot of questions about something that I said or that I was trying to do to help people, and I wanted to help you guys. Good morning, Miss Charmaine. And I wanted to talk about it for a few seconds, so we're going to talk about it as I record it because this will be also posted on my YouTube channel. If you have not subscribed, please go subscribe to Your Mental Matters podcast on YouTube. Soon it'll be on Spotify and stuff like that because I'm trying to work on that. But as in my last episode, procrastination is my thing. But this is something that I wasn't going to procrastinate on. I wanted to talk to you guys about it, and I'm going to tell you guys about it. So let's get into it. On one of my episodes, I talked to you guys about the mirror challenge. I got some messages and some comments from some viewers asking me to jump a little bit more deeper inside of what I mean by the mirror challenge and what do you do, how many times you do it a week or a month or whatever, and how do you do it. They asked my process and how I do it. So I am going to take the time out to make this small podcast just to talk about that in general. So the mirror challenge is something personal. It is not meant to be done with people around you, friends, family. It don't matter what it is, coworkers, it doesn't matter. You need to do this privately to yourself because this is for you. What you do is you clear your mind, get you some candles, some sage, whatever it is that puts you in your zen. If you drink wine or, liquor or something like that, it doesn't matter what it is that you do to get yourself inside of your stuff. Just get you inside of you first, and then this is what we do. I do it in the bathroom because it's more private and you can do that more privately in the bathroom without having your spouse or anybody, your kids or somebody trying to interrupt you. So you get in front of your mirror while your candles are burning, while your sage is burning, while your incense are burning, while you're in your zen, while you're in your happy place. And you tear yourself down. You tear yourself down to build yourself up. And this is for you to learn how to find you. I say this because there are a lot of us that's out here in this world that are searching for things that we can't even find in ourselves. If you can't go and see what's inside of you, how are you expecting for someone to give you the satisfaction of what you don't know for yourself? You have to learn you first in order for you to have yourself for somebody to be able to give you some satisfaction. Because let's be honest, it is not anybody's obligation to make you happy. That is not their job. If you can't find your own happiness within yourself, you're not going to be happy at all anyway. You can't go searching for anything that you can't find within yourself. This is what this exercise is honestly for. Go tear yourself down so you can see all of your honesty. And the first 2 times you do it, 2, maybe 3 times you do it, they're definitely going to be very intense because I did it. I still do it. I actually did it last night. I know some people that have done it and they came and talked to me about what happened after they did it. I think that it's a good thing for us to do. People are out here looking and searching for love in every wrong spot because the love that you're trying to find is within yourself. But you'll never see it if you don't go look at yourself. We are afraid to see what's in front of us because we are afraid to see that person because that's going to reveal our full reality of who we really are. So If you go and do this personally, you don't have anybody to judge you and criticize you and make you feel like you're less of, because you're giving this to yourself in order for you to learn to build yourself right back up. Because if you can put down on paper everything that you learned doing this challenge, you can learn where your faults are, and you can learn what to start to build up from these things. And that's what this challenge is for. I've done it plenty of times, and I've been doing it actually for a little over a year. In the beginning, I didn't understand exactly what I was doing, because I was trying to find a way to fix myself, but I was trying to fix myself in all of the wrong ways. Like, I was still trying to make everybody else to blame for everything that was wrong that I kept seeing in me. And it's not their fault. Some things in life can honestly be people's fault for the things that they did to traumatize you, to do things to you or whatever, but it's your fault to stay sitting in that space. You don't have to sit in that space long. If you sit there, it's because you're trying to stay there. You want to be immune to the pain. You want to be inside of the pain. You want to dwell inside of it, because it's an easy way for people to pay you attention. It's an easy way for just the center of it to be about you. And it's not necessarily that way. Sometimes you have to go and look at yourself and see that, hey, maybe I am the problem. If you are going through a whole lot of relationships and your relationships keep ending, maybe you need to go do a mirror challenge and find out if you might be the problem. If you keep getting jobs and you keep losing the jobs, you might need to go look at yourself and see that, hey, maybe it's my fault that I'm not keeping this job, because it might be something about me that I need to fix. Like, I might come to work late. I might not do my job as well as I'm supposed to be doing. And they're looking at me, and now I done lost my job. That's what I'm talking about. Self-accountability. If you don't take the accountability, this challenge ain't gonna work anyway. It's not. If you don't accept yourself, you have to go into this challenge. And I should have said this first, so excuse me and let me go back. If you do not feel like you're going to be able to accept the things that you're about to say to yourself and see within yourself, there's no need of you doing this anyway, because you're going to just waste your time. You have to be ready to do something like this. And when I did it, I was ready for me to do it, because I needed to start going to see who I was. I was like months before turning 40. I kept telling myself that I wanted to start learning how to walk in my purpose, because I've done a lot of stuff to fuck up my life. Let's just be real. We all do a lot of stuff that isn't necessarily of what we really want to be doing, but we do stupid stuff a lot. So I decided that I wanted to shift my life. And in order for me to start learning to shift my life, I needed to start learning how to look at myself. I can't keep going to old pain and blaming old pain for new issues. I can't keep saying that someone is the problem for something when I'm necessarily the problem, because I don't know that my stuff could be rooted, but I don't know why. I had a talk. If you haven't subscribed, please go subscribe to my YouTube channel again. But I had said the other day that when I started learning how to do this, I started learning that I didn't know how to love. And when I started learning how to get love, or when I started receiving real love, I damaged that real love because I didn't know how to receive the real love that I was getting, because I was so used to love not looking the way that it came to me. I wasn't used to somebody telling me that I was pretty every day. I wasn't used to somebody telling me that they loved me and it was genuine. What I did was I created chaos, because I was used to the chaotic of love instead of what love was really genuine. And it traumatized her along with it traumatizing me. And that's not good. And I had to go look at myself, because I can't blame her when I need to be blaming me. Who am I to go and sit and tell somebody what they are the problem when I can't see me being a problem? I can't go and sit and tell you what you are and what you're not if I can't go look at myself first. Like, I say that to people a lot if I'm giving advice or I'm talking to people. I'm not going to read you if I haven't tried to do it to myself first, because for one, I'm going to be honest. If you ask me my advice about something, or you ask me to tell you something or something, I'm definitely going to tell you, and you're not going to like it, or you might like it. It really just depends, you know. But that's what I do. I try to tell people stuff that I know from experience and that I look in myself for me to give, for me to give my best opinion or my best thought or my best advice that I can give to anyone. It's one up under the thing at the bottom. If you look, it looked like it might be some sage inside of it. You can use it. Yeah. But take as long as you need to do this. I usually try to do it for about an hour because it gives me time to tell me everything that's wrong. Like, I take 30 minutes to tell me everything that I'm doing wrong, or I said wrong, or that is wrong. And I take 30 more minutes after that to set myself in goals to where I know I could be right, I could do right, I could act right, I can say right, you know, and that will help me to become a better me, for me to be better for the world. And when I started doing this, I told Ashley that I wanted to share this with the world because I honestly think that this is something that everybody needs to do. Everybody hates constructive criticism sometimes. People don't want to hear somebody telling them about themselves. Nobody wants to hear that. I'm 40 and I don't want to hear it. I don't want nobody coming to me trying to read me because I feel like I can read me myself. But sometimes people can see in you what you can't see. So it's always good to get that, and maybe you need to try to take that into consideration because sometimes people can see what you cannot. You could be a complete asshole, and to you don't think you're doing no harm. And you have to learn how to be open to listening. And if you're not, again, taking this challenge and doing this challenge is not going to work at all. It really won't work. And I would love for it to work for everybody. Again, you can do it as many times a week as you want. You can do it as long as you want. I usually do it an hour. Sometimes I might go a little longer. It just depends on how my spirit is feeling. Last night when I did it for an hour and 15 minutes because I needed to go there. Ashley did it as well the other day, and we talked about it, but that's not y'all business. But we did. She did it as well. My brother that was on here the other day that did the podcast with me, he also did it. I had a lot of other people that have done it and said something to me privately about it, so I know that it's actually helping people. So if you would learn to just do this and get into this and make it part of your routine, you know, you don't have to do it like I do twice a week. Start off, you know, once a week. If you get into it and you're immune to it, it will definitely become a routine for you to do, because it was like that with me when I first started it. When I first went and did it, it was the worst pain I could feel because I had to look at me. I had to see me for who I really was, because there's nobody staring back at me but me. And that's a part of the challenge, because you have to be open to see yourself. You gotta be open to see you. If you can't see you, this is definitely not gonna work. You gotta be into wanting to know that you're wanting to do better, and you gotta know that you're wanting to be better in order for you to get into this challenge and for you to do good inside of this challenge. This was all that I wanted to get on here for. If you guys have any questions, please don't feel like you cannot hit me up in my DMs and stuff, because I will actually give you guys a response back. Also, I am so sorry for people not being able to comment on my YouTube channel. I am about to fix that right now. I promise I'm going to fix it. I don't know what's going on. Every time I clear it for the comments to come back in, it knocks it out some kind of way, and I don't know what's really going on. But I will check on that to see it, because people are sending me emails, and I'm not really big on emails. I just happened to catch those, and I thought I would jump on here and speak to you guys and, explain a little bit more about the mirror challenge. Also, I had a question that someone asked me if it helps with anxiety and depression. Yes. Yes, it does. It really, really does. Even if that's your whole purpose of you doing this mirror challenge, is to try to help you with your mental and you being inside of yourself to stop your anxiety. It's a really, really, really good thing to do because I suffer from these things and it keeps me calm. So I would definitely recommend this. Use this tool as much as you can, and let me know what you guys think about it. Please let me know what you guys think about it. And if there's anything else you guys would like to talk about, I am always here and I'm always open. Again, thank you guys for listening, and I'll see you guys later.